Hi viewers, I am BVG. I am very happy to meet you all. My channel name is Potency Navaran. Today we are going to see sex and stress. Okay. In this world, the human being and all species enjoy sex for two things. One, for pleasure, and another thing, to produce their own species, that is reproduction. Particularly, all animals doing their sex for reproduct their own species, but human being use sex for two purposes, one for reproduction and another for pleasure. Okay, so many people in this world do sex to get pleasure. Okay viewers, so the pleasure is how affected by stress. In this video we will see this one. Sex and stress will not go together. Okay, when you are in stress, you cannot enjoy sex. You will not have sex when you are in stress. Okay, what is stress? What makes stress? The things or substance which make stress are called stressors. The stressors make stress. Okay, so the stressors exist throughout the world throughout our life. We cannot avoid it. The stressors which make stress, which also cannot be avoided throughout life. Stress is everywhere in this world. Every human being, every animal, every insect, every species in this world experience the stress which cannot be avoided. Okay, let us see what is stress. Stress is a state of mind, unhealthy state of mind. You can experience this stress every step of this life. So we cannot avoid stress in our life. The stress will always travel with us. But the main thing in this is how we have to handle the stress. That is, how to cope with this stress, which cannot be avoided. Okay, so we have to learn how to cope with stress. That is, how to handle the stress. The stress is experienced everybody in this world, every species in the world. Already I told you. The man, I will give some examples. For student, let us take a student. When a student sees a teacher, he will get a kind of stress. Today, how our teacher will behave towards me, how the teacher will ask about the homework, how the teacher will take the lesson. So this kind of thoughts will make a stress. Two teachers, they will think today what is going to happen, how the children will behave towards me, how I am going to take a class in this about this subject. So this will make a stress to the teachers. In office, we go to office, the officer will get stressed by thinking about what will happen today our factory, what will happen today production, how the laborers will behave towards me. This kind of things make stress to the officers. In the side of labor, they will get stress how the supervisor will behave towards us, how the work will be today, very high or light. And when the workers do hard work, they will kind of stress by sweating, by doing hard work, lifting weight. They will kind of get a stress. Okay, even a cricketer player, when a cricketer batsman expects a ball from the bowler, he will get a kind of stress, whether the ball may hit our head, whether the ball may hit our body. So batsman gets a kind of stress. A bowler will get a kind of stress when he bowl ball to the batsman, whether he will go 6 or 4 or get wicket. So this kind of thoughts make stress in the playground. When a person tries to catch a bus, he runs speed, even there he gets a kind of stress. A person goes to office lately, he will get a kind of stress. So stress is always in this world. In the family, a woman, that is mother, will get a kind of stress. That's why he shouts at the children. Father may get a kind of stress in any way. He will get a quarrel with his wife regarding food, regarding office work, regarding money. So stress is always around us. We cannot avoid it. But if you learn it, we can manage the stress. We have to absorb the stress. So stress cannot be avoided, but we can handle the stress. So for the first thing, there are some ways to handle the stress. When you get stress, unhealthy, many unhealthy hormones will be produced in our body, because when you are in a stress mode, so the unhealthy hormones will affect our glands and our internal organs functions. Okay, particularly when you in a stress mode, when you are in stress, your autonomic nervous system get changed. When you are in stress, already I told you, in the autonomic nervous system there are two nerves, one parasympathetic nerves and sympathetic nerves. The parasympathetic nerves is like a brake of our human engine. The sympathetic nerves is like an accelerator of our human engine. Just assume, always if a vehicle is going on, what will happen to our engine? Non-stop. If a vehicle goes on non-stop, what will happen to a vehicle? It will burst like that. If the accelerator of our engine is always, if it is always stimulated, your human engine will get burst. So we have to reduce stress in the ways given by nature. Okay, already I told you, even an animal gets stress. How they reduce that stress? Even a two animal meets together, they will get a kind of stress. When they do fight, the stress will be released. The stress hormone will be neutralized. Or when they run away during that time, the stress hormone will neutralize. What's the matter in it? Only they run away or they will do fight. In both actions, the human body is worked. The heavy work is given to the human body. When the human body works very well, very tough situation, roughly, when the human body works roughly, the stress hormone will be neutralized. Okay, whenever you meet your boss or your supervisor in office, he may shout at you, he may do something bad, no, unfavorable to you. If you get anger, if you do fight with him, he will dismiss from the office. So during such time, the stress hormone will be produced in your life, in your body. How you will neutralize this stress hormone? You will neutralize by doing heavy exercise in the ground or heavy exercise in your home. When you do this exercise, when you get it in your office or family or some our society, everything will not be favorable to us. Many unfavorable things may happen to against us. During such time, we will get stress, we will get unhealthy hormones produced in our body. So these hormones should not be stored in our body, that should be neutralized. In which way we can neutralize? We have to do exercise, heavy exercise. That only help to reduce the stress hormone, like animals doing fighting or running. When they do fight or then they run, then the stress hormone will be neutralized. In the same way, when you do or when you exercise, when you run in the ground, then stress hormone will be neutralized. Other things, meditate. Other things, some people, when they are stressed, they will eat something that also reduce stress. Okay, viewers, whatever it is easy to you, you can do. So, when you are in stress, you cannot enjoy sex. In which way? When you are stressed, the stress will stimulate a sympathetic nervous system. Okay, the sympathetic nervous system constrict our blood vessels. When the blood vessels are constricted, the blood flow will be stopped. Particularly when you are in stress, that is fear or fight, flight or fight mode, you will get stress. When you get stress, which will stimulate sympathetic nerves. When your sympathetic nerves stimulated, blood vessels, particularly gone to sexual apparatus and digestion tract, bowels and stomach. In these organs will not get a good blood supply. So when blood flow is constricted, blood flow is stopped, you will not get a erection. You will not get a digestion. So during such time, only blood will go to skeletal muscles, arms, legs, and brain, and lungs, heart. Only these organs will get more blood to fight or flight. Such situations, erection, that is copulation, digestion will all be stopped. So reduce stress, then only you can enjoy sex. The stress may be created even during sex. You may get a kind of fear whether we will get a success or not in doing sex. We will get an erection or maintain it up to the copulation ends. Whether we may get a ejaculation very quickly, whether we can satisfy our partner. So this type of thoughts may create a kind of stress, which will also affect our sexual life. The sexual, when you do sex, you will be free of stress, and you will be free of any fear and doubtness and other any thoughts. The sex will happen naturally, perfectly. It will take care of itself, our body. You have to learn. Let your penis to take care of itself, like a lungs and stomach. You will not take any care about your lungs and stomach to do that function. Like that, you have to learn. Let the penis to do that function itself. Okay, viewers, avoid stress. We can enjoy sex very well. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy this video. Like this video. Share this video to others. That will be helpful to others. And subscribe my video. Thank you very much, viewers.